What's up, comic peeps? It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2015, and I got a comic haul for you. Today I've got some pickups from today's new releases, a few back issues I found today, and then I have a small haul from last night. I went to my LCS and killed a little time, pulled out some nice books out of a collection they were pricing. So let's go through it. Picked this up today for cover price. It's Deadpool's Secret Wars. It's the I guess it's Nick Gazin variant. It's pretty cool. I actually saw it there last week and passed on it, but this thing kind of grew on me when I was standing there looking at it today, so I decided to get that. Out of today's new releases, I picked up the Batman Beyond #1. I think this is like maybe a animation type comic book. I thought that Batman Beyond was a cartoon, but cover was kind of cool. It's a $2.99 book for an issue 1, so I picked that up. I was kind of in a Batman mood today. The last couple times of this shop, I found myself digging into Batman stuff a little bit more than I normally do. Next up, with today's releases, I picked up Arcadia issue #2. I have 2 copies of the first issue. I love the color scheme on this. I did not get to read the first one yet, so I think I'll stockpile a couple of issues and then jump into that story. That's from Boom Comics. Next up, this is with the Secret Wars storyline. It's called Years of Future Past. It looks like an X-Men book, and I leafed through it a little bit. Thought it was pretty cool looking inside, and the cover really got me. I thought that was a pretty awesome looking cover. Wolverine, Nightcrawler, and all kinds of people on here. Next up with the new releases this week, I picked up Midnighter #1. It's a new release from DC Comics, and so I definitely don't know anything about the Midnighter character, but there wasn't much in terms of #1s this week, so I decided to get this one. $2.99 book. This one I was kind of happy to see. This is the only copy that my shop had left for issue #3 variant on Secret Wars. And the girl that was at the register told me that she was thinking about picking this up herself. She said it was used in promos for the Secret Wars. I don't know if that would have been an issue or in the previews books or something, but I thought the cover is completely cool. Like the artwork on that one, so I picked that one up. And then next up, I got this variant cover for another Secret Wars book. This one's The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. And I was listening to a podcast earlier this morning, the Comics for Fun and Profit or something like that, and they said that this comic here could have potential in the future based on maybe something that happens in the story, and that maybe this story is a tie-in to something down the road. I'm not 100% sure, but decided to pick it up. Since it was such a light week, it didn't really matter. Now this one was kind of crazy. This is Batmite #1, and I thought this variant cover, I think it's a variant cover, was just awesome. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit so you can see it. I've been trying to up my game on with Joker issues, and because I don't have too many Joker comics, and I thought that was great. Joker's got some teeth knocked out. So yeah, really cool. All right, and then for back issues today, I bought 3 of them. I saw issue 297 for The Amazing Spider-Man, and liked that cover with Doc Ock, so I picked that one up. Working on those black Spidey covers that I've been collecting. And then next up, like I was telling you, I've been kind of on a Batman kick. So I dug through a little bit of the Batman and saw this Batman Two-Face cover. And thought it was kind of cool. As you can see there, Batman has a Two-Face. And this is Detective Comics number 513. And then I've seen this cover before, and I really liked it. I think they had a lower condition version of this at one point that I saw, or might have seen it at another shop. But I thought that was really cool, so I picked that one up. And that's Detective Comics number 503. And then my haul from last night, I started out with digging through some bargain bins over there. And I picked this one up for a couple of bucks. And it says that it is What If General Ross Had Become the Hulk. And then it's got that take on the Hulk #1. The Incredible Hulk #1 cover with the General. So I thought that was kind of cool. I love these throwback covers that are, pay tribute to the originals. So pick that one up. And that just says Marvel PSR. I've never seen that in the corner there. But, yeah. I don't know. This was interesting. I found this in the 50-cent box, and it looks like it was a giveaway in 1980 by Radio Shack for advertising computers. So this is a whole story about personal computers, and the kids have computers, and it's just pretty funny because that's such an early comic tie-in to the personal computer. It's in really nice shape. They originally had a $6 price tag on it. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it has just amazing ads for early personal computers in it, which I remember those days like they were yesterday, actually, even though it was a while ago. Next up, I didn't know much about this, and I wish I would have kept this out of the wrapper so I could have showed you, but it's New Talent Showcase #1 from January of 1984, and it has 4 stories in it, but this first story was pretty interesting, actually, and it says featuring Forever Amber, so set in Vietnam, and so if anybody knows about that, or if this character's ever done anything other than maybe being one of these showcase magazines, I'd like to know, because I thought the story was kind of cool. It says it's the first issue of New Talent Showcase, so maybe she appears in more than one. But that was 50 cents. And then my next buy of the night was this. I got this for $1, and I couldn't believe it because the condition was so nice. And usually when you see books like this in the dollar box, they have some damage either to the front or the back, or creases or whatever. And this book is really, really nice. And so I think I scored with this because when I asked him about it when I was checking out, he's like, "Yeah, that's a really nice book for being in the dollar box." But it had all the right price tags on it for $1. And I wish I would have ripped off the top price tag. Maybe it would have had a price that he was asking before on that. And I mean, I don't know why he would have marked it down, because it's such a great cover. You have the Human Torch saying "Flame On," and you have the Thing saying it's clobbering time on the same cover. So I thought that was great. And then next up, I saw this in the dollar box, and I actually thought it was G.I. Joe #1 because the cover, to me, in my mind, and it was similar. But when I got home and I swapped the bag out, I noticed right away that it was Tales of G.I. Joe #1. But it's still a cool looking cover, and the reason why it was in the dollar box is just has this little weird dent on the top. And I don't know, just like it's like it was almost in a rubber band or something. It kind of has one indentation at the top. But I thought the cover was cool. It's really bright. If it wasn't for that dent, this would be a high grade copy. It's still not bad. Alright, so I basically had some time to dig around in a new collection they had brought in. And it was actually one long box. It might have been more than one collection in there that they had priced, but I saw this comic in there and it stood right out to me and I really liked it. It's World's Finest #233, and I just loved the monster on the cover there. With Superman, it's got Batman and its tentacle. Got some girls down here with guns. So that's World's Finest #233. And then next up, I've seen this in some videos recently. And honestly, I think I've seen this comic before at that shop. But I never noticed Batman in this before I saw it pointed out on someone's video. And if you look down there at the bottom, it's got Swamp Thing on the ledge with the Batman coming in. So yeah, I thought that was cool. Got this for a really, really good price. Has some damage in one spot up at the top, but it looks amazing. At first glance, if you don't see that little nick out of the top, you would think it was high grade. Like the spine, everything looks super good. So I was happy about that. And then last time I was at the shop, I scored on Where Monsters Dwell #1, and in the long box I was looking through, I came across this at the very back of the box, and it's issue #2, and it's Where Monsters Dwell #2, and it's got the monster Spore in some fortress castle type setting there, and I thought that was really cool. I really like these monster books from Marvel. Next up, I almost pulled the trigger on this book a couple of times. Super, super high grade. Unbelievable condition. And this is with one magic word, Shazam, the original Captain Marvel. That's issue #5. It's a 20 center. It just looks great. I love these Shazam covers. They're so amazing looking. Oops. The black on this looks like you dipped it in ink. That's how dark that cover is. And then the white, as you can see with how white that backing board is there and how well that stands up to it. Really happy about that comic. And then last but not least, I treated myself to an Iron Man book. I like the red cover on this one and the yellow letters. Got a pretty decent price on it. It's just a mid-grade book, but it is Iron Man #13, and I really like the cover. It just has a lot of action in it. The train, Iron Man flying in, and it says "Cry Carnage" is the caption, but I don't know the villain. And that's a 12 center, #13. Alright guys, that's my haul for the week. This is my pickups. Hope you liked it. Drop a line, let me know what you're picking up yourself. And hope your comic week went as well as mine did. Hit the thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter @SackPreps. Alright boys, peace.